JBN, we keep you informed. I am Michelle Jones, and in the news, bench warrant issued for District Constable. The St. Elizabeth Parish Court has issued a bench warrant for 53-year-old District Constable Junior Hollingsworth, who is accused of collecting money from individuals after promising to procure a firearm license for them. A source has revealed that since November last year, Hollingsworth has not been reporting at the Santa Cruz police station as a condition of his bail in several cases of breaching the Anti-Corruption Act and fraudulent conversion. He has also not attended court hearings. Hollingsworth was arrested and charged in February last year following a ruling by the Director of Public Prosecutions. Man killed in Portland Cottage, Clarendon. Police investigators in Clarendon were earlier today at the scene where a man was killed in Portland Cottage this morning. His identity is yet to be disclosed. Deputy Superintendent Owen Brown, acting head of operations of the Clarendon Police Division, confirmed that the victim had escaped an attack by gunmen 2 days ago. His cousin, 44-year-old Arvid Matthews, a fisherman of Longwood District in the parish, was killed during that same attack. The police had reported that about 8:40 p.m. on Sunday, Matthews was standing on the roadway with friends in Cheras Heights in Portland Cottage when they were approached by two armed men who opened fire, hitting Matthews several times. The police were summoned, and on the arrival, Matthews was seen with multiple wounds. He was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Earlier on Sunday, a chilling quadruple murder jolted one family in Havana Heights in the parish. St. Andrew man charged for stabbing woman with screwdriver. A St. Andrew man accused of using a screwdriver to stab a woman has been charged. 23-year-old Savage Brown of Goldsmith Avenue in Augustown is charged with unlawful wounding. His court date is being finalized. The police say Brown was charged after being pointed out by the complainant. It is reported that about 8:45 p.m. on Saturday, September 11, the two were in Bridgeport in Portmore, St. Catherine, when they had a dispute. It is further reported that Brown used a screwdriver to stab her to the left side of her forehead and the left arm. He was subsequently arrested and later charged. Disturbance by inmates suspected to have led to fire at police lockup. An inmate from the Alexandria Police Station lockup in St. Anne was treated at the hospital after inhaling smoke due to a fire at the facility on Monday night. The fire, which was confined to the cell block at the station, was allegedly started by inmates. There were no reports of major damage to the building. As the fire was quickly extinguished, the police have since reported. It is alleged that 10 detainees being housed at the lockup were reportedly disgruntled over food and the sanitary conditions. According to preliminary reports, shortly before 7 p.m. on Monday, the inmates became irate and in the process tried to break out of their cell. Additionally, the inmates used items at their disposal, including tissues and clothing, to start a fire on the cell block. An alarm was raised, and the police brought the situation under control. The firefighters were alerted and the blaze extinguished, police confirmed. At least one inmate was treated at hospital for smoke inhalation. The 10 inmates have since been transferred to other facilities in the parish for further detention. Police investigations into the development are ongoing. Jamaica's murder tally inching towards 1,000 since January 1. Jamaica is close to recording 1,000 murders since the start of the year, with a little over 3 months remaining, new police figures have revealed. The police report that 991 people were killed, 843 by a gun between January 1 and last Saturday, according to figures obtained. 503 of the victims were between 25 and 44 years old, an increase of 64 over the corresponding period last year. Murders are up 10.5% over the comparative period last year, despite tighter restrictions on the movement of citizens as part of the measures imposed by the government to stem a deadly third wave of the coronavirus. The tighter restrictions include extended curfews and no-movement days. Of the 19 police divisions, St. Andrew South leads with 121 murders, a 23% increase over the comparative period last year. St. James and Kingston West are next, with 107 and 89 respectively. 12 murders were recorded in Portland, 4 more than the comparative period last year, the lowest of the 19 divisions island-wide. The police say 385 murders have been cleared up so far this year, noting that some occurred in previous years. A case is considered clear up when a suspect is charged or deceased. Meanwhile, shootings are up marginally, while rapes are down 29% and aggravated assaults down 19%. Police reviewing anti-crime strategies in response to spiking murders, says Chang. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang says the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF will be tweaking its anti-crime strategies to address the upsurge in violent crimes which is linked to gang activities. He was responding to Monday's call by the parliamentary opposition for the government to craft a new anti-crime plan. The opposition appeal followed Sunday's quadruple killing in Havana Heights, Clarendon, and the latest crime statistics. In an interview on Monday night, the National Security Minister said the Jamaica Constabulary Force is analyzing the activities of criminal gangs to determine what additional actions are needed. According to the Jamaica Constabulary Force's Serious and Violent Crimes Review, up to September 11, there had been 991 murders in Jamaica. That was an increase of 94, or 10.5% when compared to the corresponding period in 2020. Dr. Chang also disclosed that prior to the Havana Heights attack, the police had received intelligence of a high threat level in the community. He claimed, however, that they did not receive the cooperation of relatives of the victims as they were not receptive to police involvement. He insisted that the police had received solid intelligence and took steps to prevent the killings, but that those steps were not sufficient in the end because, according to him, prevention depends on the cooperation of all involved. 40 tablets for Grateful Hill Primary School. The Grateful Hill Primary School in St. Catherine has 40 tablet computers and $200,000 worth of bursaries for needy students, compliments of past student Unique Gray, who is the principal behind Drive Unique, a car rental entity, said she saw on social media that the school was on a drive to get tablets to students in need and decided to help. Thereafter, she discovered that there was also a need for monetary support for students. It is a great feeling because of how the kids looked when they got them, Ms. Gray said, while speaking in an interview with JIS News, adding that we'll be in touch with the school, and whatever need exists, we'll help them as best as possible, she added. Principal of the school, George Moody, said the tablet drive has picked up pace as 2 other past students have contributed 8 of the devices. They are coming on board to ensure that the Grateful Hill Primary School is with tablets so that the students can access quality education, Mr. Moody said. He also reported that 97% of his students have been placed in traditional high schools from the recent Primary Exit Profile PEP examinations. He said the teachers at the institution, especially those for grade 6, fought the odds to reach students during the pandemic, and their efforts along with parents and other stakeholders have helped the school to move from 95% to 97% passes during the last sitting of the exams. Our continuous climbing on the education ladder and with the involvement of our past students, we are now on a rebranding phase of the institution to take the students to another level of education, he said, while arguing that the school is a family-based institution. Mr. Moody said they use a motto to motivate students, instilling in them that I am good as any, better than many, and second to none. The school has 340 students, 14 teachers, and 3 caregivers. Jamaica receives 200,000 doses of AstraZeneca and J&J vaccines. Jamaica's vaccination campaign against the novel coronavirus received a significant shot in the arm Tuesday with the arrival of 200,000 vaccine doses. Chairman of the National Health Fund, Howard Mitchell, is reporting that 100,000 doses of the AstraZeneca vaccines donated by Canada, as well as 100,000 doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccines that were purchased from the African Medical Supplies Platform, arrived on the island Tuesday morning from South Africa. The NHF's Michael Green waited for 14 hours on the flight, which was delayed. The man is another example of the heroes that we have in the front line of health workers in Jamaica, Mitchell said in a social media post. 536 new COVID cases, 2 more deaths. Jamaica recorded 536 new COVID-19 cases and 2 additional deaths on Monday, bringing the infection total to 76,987 and the virus death toll to 1,736. The Ministry of Health and Wellness reported that the new cases comprise 323 females and 213 males, with ages ranging from 1 day to 103 years. The cases were recorded in St. Catherine, 108, Clarendon, 100, Kingston and St. Andrew, 78, St. Thomas, 51, Manchester, 37, St. James, 35, St. Anne, 33, Portland and Trelawney, 25 each, St. Elizabeth, 23, Hanover, 9, St. Mary, 8, and Westmoreland, 4. The deceased are a 65-year-old female from Clarendon and a 46-year-old male from Clarendon. Jamaica now has 24,659 active cases after 331 people recovered from the virus, bringing the total number of recoveries to 50,077. Currently, 805 people are hospitalized, 152 of which are severely ill, while 53 are critically ill and 235 are moderately ill. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.